Assalamu alaikum, my beloved students. How are you? Hope you are doing well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome back to NIBS Homeschool. Here I am Lokman, assistant teacher of NIBS Day Shift. Now I am going to conduct an agricultural studies class for the students of class 6. Our today's topic has been taken from chapter 4, creative question number 2. In our last class we talked about creative question number 1. Now our today's discussion, creative question number 2. In this chapter, the whole chapter is all about climate and agriculture. We know that climate is very important for our agricultural works. That's why this chapter has been discussed about climate and agriculture. Now let's have a look in our question number 2. First of all, there is a stem. The stem is about Sadia and her visit to her maternal uncle's house. Her maternal uncle's house is located in an industrial area where there are very few trees and lots of high rising buildings here and there, and lots of vehicles are there. That's why the quantity of carbon dioxide in the air is very less. Hence, she felt discomfort visiting her maternal uncle's home. Okay. First of all, you need to read out this stem carefully, then go to question answer. Sadia went to visit her maternal uncle's house, which was located in an industrial area. The area was densely populated and there were nothing else except high-rising buildings and vehicles. She began to feel uncomfortable in the extreme heat. She felt pain to breathe. We know that in our summer season there is an extreme heat in our town area or urban areas. We can find more than 34 degrees Celsius temperature in this time. She began to feel this uncomfortable in the extreme heat. She felt pain to breathe. Later, her father discussed the matter with Mr. Anwar, an environment expert. Who was Anwar? An environmental expert, who said that the unawareness of the inhabitants of that locality was responsible for the situation. It's very important information. The unawareness of the inhabitants of that locality was responsible for the situation. When she began to feel uncomfortable, then her maternal uncle's father, he discussed with the matter with Mr. Anwar, and she opined that the unawareness of people or inhabitants there are mostly responsible for this situation. Okay, now go to question number 1. When is the highest temperature of Bangladesh found? We know that in our Bangladesh we find the highest temperature of Bangladesh is found in our April to August month. It's almost 34 degrees Celsius. Answer is here. The highest temperature of Bangladesh occurs during April to August. Number B, explain that humidity is the cause of the rainfall. Humidity that caused the rainfall. Okay, it's B number question. Humidity is the, listen carefully, in question number A, you must write full sentence. You can't write a single word. You have to write full sentence. Okay, number B. Humidity is the quantity of vapor in the air. Cloud is created for the impact of water vapor in the air. Gradually, this cloud becomes heavy and drops into the soil as rain. Heavy downpour occurs if there is more humidity in the air. It can be said that this humidity is the reason of rainfall. Number C. The question is, describe the reasons of Sadia's feeling of discomfort in her maternal uncle's house. So now we have to find out the reasons why she was feeling discomfort in her maternal uncle's house. The reasons are there were no enough trees there, and there were lots of high rising buildings and vehicles here and there. That's why the environment was very warm. Okay, the reasons here are given. Sadia's maternal uncle's house is situated in an industrial area. This is the first reason. Her maternal uncle's house is situated in an industrial area. The quantity of trees is very few in that place, as the place is densely populated and full of industries and mills, companies, etc. The place is full of high-rising buildings and cars. There is no such plenty of trees there, which is needed to absorb the produced carbon dioxide in that area. We know that we know that carbon dioxide is produced here because of their carbon dioxide is not much produced there because of the inadequate of trees. Okay. Listen carefully, my beloved students. Here C number is left for your HW. That's why I am talking about question number D. C number will be your HW. That's why we are talking in question number D. So the D number question was, open how Sadia's maternal uncle's area could save from environment. There is the process of how Sadia's uncle's area could save from environment pollution. So answer is Sadia's maternal uncle's house is situated in an industrial area. The quantity of trees is very few in that place, as the place is densely populated and full of industries and mills. The place is full of high-rising buildings and cars. There is no such plenty of trees which is needed to absorb the produced carbon dioxide in that areas. So the amount of oxygen in the air is less. It rains less, also warmth is left more. Tree plantation in adequate quantity is needed to be ensured to solve this problem in that area. If there is not sufficient land for the plantation of trees, the roofs of houses and ears of mills and factories should be used for the plantation of trees. The trees would absorb additional carbon dioxide and increase the quantity of oxygen. Therefore, he said that the area would be free from environment pollution in that way. So now question number C is left for your HW. You can read. Basically, we can say that if we plant more trees in our locality, then we can get our needed and necessary important carbon dioxide from there. So we must plant trees again and again. If we cut down a tree, then we need to plant more than 2 trees there. So now take your HW. Question number CQ number 2 and sub number C. C number is your HW. Describe the reason of Sadia's feeling of discomfort in her maternal uncle's house. Again, describe the reason of Sadia's feeling of discomfort in her maternal uncle's house. Now you can go to your textbook and there is an exercise. In exercise CQ number 2, C number is your HW. So submit this HW coming Sunday and collect the previous ones also. Guardian or anyone can else come to submit or collect the HW. Stay home, stay safe, don't go outside, listen to parents. See you soon with next video. Allah Hafiz.